YouTube, what's up? All the Detroit Pistons fans across the world, man. It's your boy. Want to talk some Detroit Pistons today. Of course, obviously, with the introducing of Dwane Casey today. Watched the press conference live just a minute ago, and I was very impressed with what I heard. They definitely made the right selection at head coach. This man, he seems to get it. He said all the right things that you could possibly say pertaining to our roster. So he's done his homework, and that's very important. Um, we all know that he's good at developing young players, man, but he hearkened on that a lot. So definitely something that I wanted to hear. Uh, but let's hold off on that for a second. Usually I do the press conference for y'all. I definitely apologize. I was not able to do it today because of the copyright strike I still have on my account. It's still about a month left as far as the copyright strike. So, um, I did the NFL draft, and they copyrighted me for that. So that's the situation with that. But you know, if you want to go back and watch it, you can download the app Periscope. Periscope is Peri scope. You can definitely go on there and watch it if you have a Twitter account. They still have it on there. Just type in Detroit Pistons, and they have it pretty much chopped up in sections. So you can watch it there if you haven't been able to watch it. But on the other hand, NBA draft tomorrow night. Still currently have a second pick in the NBA draft. Don't know if the Pistons plan on moving up into the first round. If they do, I'm not worried about some of the players on the roster, like, of course, Andre and Blake, but Reggie Jackson, Stanley Johnson, players like that. I don't see them making any moves as far as that. If anybody out there was questioning that, but other guys could be moved. So we'll see what happens. Um, Definitely, it's a pretty good little group of guys that the Pistons can go ahead and draft. Alizé is one of the guys that I would like them to get if he's available. I feel like he's going to be one of the steals of the draft. Alizé has a pretty much all around game. So if you guys don't know about him, definitely check him out. But other than that, yeah, Detroit Pistons press conference today. Dwane Casey asked him some pretty solid questions. One of the questions was uh, the roster, and he broke it down. Man, he talked about the age of the roster and the current players and how they match up with number 23. His exact words, he said that he said he's been watching Stanley Johnson from afar. He's been admiring Stanley Johnson for a long time. That is so pleasing to hear to my ears, man, because I always felt like Stanley Johnson would flourish up under the right coaching staff. Due to that, he said that Stanley Johnson is pretty much one of the best options you have as far as putting somebody on number 23. That was his exact words. He said, due to Stanley Johnson's strength and athleticism, we all know how Stanley Johnson plays against LeBron James. We got a preview of that, when the Pistons played them in the playoffs. Pretty much every time they play the Cavs, Stanley Johnson pretty much goes out of his mind. And you got to have that type of player on your team. But for him to recognize that from afar, that is very important to me. So this man really does his homework, man. He pays attention. So he most definitely was probably watching that series in the playoffs with the Pistons and the Cavs a couple years ago. So with that being said, um, but the development of Luke Kennard and Henry Ellison is very important to him. Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin, and Reggie Jackson. As far as Blake Griffin and Reggie go, he said that they have to find a way for them guys to stay healthy. That is the biggest key. We all know why we didn't miss the playoffs last year. It wasn't because the team is suck or is just garbage. We needed Reggie Jackson like never before last year. We had to go with Ish Smith, man, and then Stan Van Gundy brung Jameer Nelson. Tried to have Langston Galloway play point guard. I don't understand what the hell Stan was doing, but those days are over. We have a cerebral, intelligent man running his team. You see the development of his rookies, especially in the playoffs, man. They definitely, stepped up to the occasion, man. And he got a lot out of those rookies. So that's to me is one of the most important things with this team. The young players, we have a young roster. They have to be developed correctly. I cannot say that enough. But as far as how we'll look next season, we'll see. We'll see, man. I think the Pistons will definitely make the playoffs next season. What seed? I don't know. It all depends on the shifting that's about to occur after July 1st. July 1st. So, and as far as free agency, man, that is big and that is instrumental on the Pistons' success. Does LeBron stay in the East or does he go West? Does Kawhi Leonard come East? Because, San Antonio Spurs and the way they operate, I don't think they're going to trade him to a team in the West to have to deal with him in the playoffs. So I don't know. If they would trade him to the Lakers, I would be highly surprised. But I think they're going to end up trading him to the East. Will they trade him to Boston? I don't know. I hope not. I want Boston's roster to stay exactly like it is. I don't want them to make no moves. Stay like it is, man, because Boston is a very good team, man, with Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward coming back. But I'll take my chances with that roster before, you go out and get Kawhi Leonard. So I don't see them doing it. They would have to probably, I don't know, Gordon Hayward would probably have to play the two if they did get him. So we'll see what happens. But the Pistons definitely have the right man at head coach, and I am very happy about that, man. But those are pretty much the main topics that came out of this press conference. Everything else, as far as teaching the players how to be great young men and things like that, we have a pretty steady roster as far as character goes. So that never been an issue. I don't think it will begin to be an issue. Will the Pistons make moves this summer? I would probably say absolutely yes, but nothing blockbuster. No blockbuster moves. It would probably be little moves here and there. I don't know if they're going to try to get rid of John Lure, Langston Galloway, players like that. But pretty much your roster is set to where it's going to be this season. But the draft is very important. If they can add another young, athletic, small forward, I would definitely appreciate that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It's going to be something else tomorrow night. The draft. Who's the best player in the draft to me? As far as finding somebody for your franchise, to me, I'm taking Mo Bamba. I'm taking Mo Bamba, man. Mo Bamba is an absolute freak of nature. He's one of those once in a lifetime type of centers, man. You got to have Mo Bamba, dude. Mo Bamba is going to help this rush of the NBA centers return. It's this small ball theory stuff that's out there. To me, I think it's getting ready to damper down a little bit. It's about to become a big man's league once again. You got definite athletic, talented big man out here, man. And you seen it play an instrumental role to Golden State. Even the Houston Rockets, man, they were able to hang with Golden State. Just because of the big man that they had, man in the middle. So that was definitely important. JaVale McGee got in and played some solid minutes, man, for them, and it made a hell of a difference because LeBron James could not get to the rim like he wanted to. So you have to have that small ball stuff. That's, man, it's time for that to go. I want to see a complete game out there. I don't want to see a bunch of small dudes running around shooting 1,000 threes. I want to see some NBA basketball. So I'm definitely a big fan of that return. Um, but at the end of the day, uh, free agency plays the biggest part in every team's success. Everybody has their eyes open. Everybody is watching out there. Um, and, where these big guys go is going to impact the entire league, of course. If I could have it my way, LeBron James could go west. Um, I feel like with the level of competition in the West, it will solidify another part of his legacy. Get out of this Eastern Conference, go west where there's other talent to your level and succeed there. I would like to see that out of LeBron James. I don't want him to have an easy path like he just did to get to the finals again. Um, I'm not a fan of that. So, with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today, man. That's all I got for y'all today. Definitely will be uploading tomorrow, before the draft and after the draft tomorrow. I'm off of work tomorrow, so I definitely have the time and the opportunity to get some videos uploaded for y'all and give y'all my input on what's going on with the draft. And if any trades happen, you definitely will be getting alerts from me on YouTube and on Twitter. So if you don't have Twitter, man, listen, you don't have to have Twitter. Is a great social media app. A lot of grown folks have Twitter. Um, if you don't have Twitter, man, go ahead and get you a Twitter account, man. You can get a lot of information off of Twitter. You don't have to go on there and follow, all of the garbage stuff and all of that crap, man. You can go on there and follow Strictly Sports Thing. You can definitely go on there and follow me. I deal with Twitter a lot. I'm on Twitter a lot. My Twitter name is, of course, the same as Everything King. So, if you don't have one, I'm looking forward to you to go get it. Go get you a Twitter account, damn it, because I said so. And definitely download the Periscope app with that Twitter account and follow me on Periscope, which is, my name is the same on there as well. So, that's all I got for y'all, man. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a blessed day out there. And let's get ready to take this wild ride with this NBA draft and this free agency. So, leave it in the comments, of course. It's your boy. I'll catch y'all later.